G'day, my name is Tom. This is the Tapless YouTube channel. Last time in OMSI 2, we checked out the, what's it called? The Marco Polisi G7 Volts bus. So today, like I said, there is this a bus that's very similar to two buses that we looked at before. This is the MAN Caetano Engima. Caetano, or however you say it. It is a coach bus, like I said, or like the series suggests. It's a coach bus. And it's similar to the MAN line coach because it's an MAN and the Caetano Levante, which I believe it's in the same family. And yeah, this is a bus that's been around for a while, but it's very, very, very incredible. I have driven this bus before, countless times, and so let's see how we go. So that's a pretty much of a spoiler. It is an incredible bus. Now, um, starting with the styling, it actually looks very, very detailed. You can see like all the panel gaps there and everything like that. That looks like modelled, even though it might be textured, you guys. We have the door here. So we can start fitting around the exterior details. We can open this door here. Like so, you can hear the door dig. We'll open that door to pretend we're going inside. These panels do open, which is great to see. I mean, you don't see that often at all, honestly. And to shut them, you just have to drag them until they shut. They shut? Shut up. Let me just shut the door. You can shut the door and the digging stops. So all these panels open here, which is great to see, which is something that I think only a couple of buses do in my in the series. In the back, we have a very, very, very detailed model. I'm actually going to leave that bit open because I believe this animates when you start the engine. So you can open to see your beautifully detailed MAN diesel engine, of course. And the panels here open too. It is a two-door bus. And yeah, steel rims, of course. Free headlights, let's just see if these work. No. We'll check out the hazards. There we go. Brake lights and reverse lights. There we go, just like that. I thought that just came off, but no, it didn't. Anyway, so that is a look at the outside of the bus. We'll leave that open. What am I doing? I'm leaving that open because we can see if it's animated or not. We'll go and check out the passenger compartment. So this interior is, I guess we can look at this like this. Here's a very, again, geometric pattern, just like most buses on the let's say you have seat belts for every excuse me, give me a sec. So we have seat belts for every passenger here, armrests for every passenger, and yeah, we have very detailed armrests. And do the windows work? I don't think they do because there's no windows to open. And yeah, overall, this bus, the quality of these seats are very good. Obviously, you can actually look at them in different aspects of the fee. Anyway, let's check out the dashboard now, shall we? So I pretend we just got in the bus by opening the door. Just gonna lower this. As you can see, you can actually adjust the steering wheel if you're so pleased to. And as you can see, the door light is on until you shut the door. Just like so. This bus has done that odometer's inaccurate. It's actually done 2,090,045 kilometers. We said that much. So let's turn off the hazards. As you can see, that's where the that's where the indicator lights would be. Anyway, so we're going to start flicking through the options. So starting over here, we have your parking brake. It's currently on now, as you can see. We have your ignition, which we'll check out in a minute. We have, let's just try and adjust the steering wheel so we can see it. We have your lights. No idea what that does, I can do that. Some buttons you can't click there. So lots of buttons. Okay, that's how you hide the steering wheel, you click that. Okay. Then over on your dash here, you have your tachometer, your speedo, it's very old MAN style gauges, your fuel gauge, your brake pressures, dashes are there, and then you have your oil pressure and your water temperature down the bottom there. We have about, we'll find out how accurate that is. There's your door button, then you have your 8 o'clock, I don't know what these buttons do, your air conditioning, and some other buses. So there's lots of bus switches that you might know. There's your door opening. Your houses are here, and then you have another light switch there. Anyway, guess we can start this bus now. So we're just going to move this out of the way. Guess we can start this bus. So after you get into your bus, how do you start it? So first of all, you turn on the electrics by either pressing E on your dashboard, whatever you set on your steering wheel or controller. Or if you have the same dashboard and using the same dash as me, you turn on the electrics by pressing the engine with the, it's the engine with the, it was just, turn it off. And the parking brake light is on. You press the little engine with your little thunder button. That turns on your dash, and then you have all your lights come on. The actual fuel gauge is incorrect. You actually have less than half a tank. And what we're going to do now is just make sure we are in neutral. There we go, neutral. It says we are in neutral. Now we're going to press the engine start button. We don't have to press it, we don't have to hold it. I don't think we have to anyway. There we go, it revs into life, and we are idling just over the 800 RPM, so let's make sure that is true. Apparently we're less than 800 RPM. Actually no, we're just under 800 RPM, we're just above 600 RPM, excuse me. Yeah, that's about right. Anyway, so now we're ready to drive, so we have the parking, do we have the parking brake off? We do now. We're going to push our foot on the brake. Actually, I don't know if we need to push on the brake. No, we don't. We can put it to drive like that, and we're ready to go. There is a manual option for this bus. This is the automatic version. The reason why I'm driving the automatic is because the manual version doesn't work with an 8 shifter. No idea why. It just doesn't. Anyway, so we're in gear in 3, so let's get going. See how many gears this is. 1, 2. That's 4. 5. And the left side is accurate. The speedo is accurate. This is like an this is like a bus that you that kind of is forgotten. Like I haven't seen much videos with this bus. It's that cool. And then it's that cool. Like it's just smooth. Limit to 5 speed. Correct me in a good way. Actually, no, I think it's a 6 speed. 6 speed. Which is a good transmission. But yeah, very nice bus to drive. Very luxurious. We'll be taking this on a long trip. Just like we did. Just like we do with a lot of buses. Now, Monday we'll be starting the big drives. So that's going to be... So we're starting with the Alliance coach on Monday. I don't know what map we're going to go to. That'll be a secret for you to find out. Until Monday, I'm not going to spoil it. So then we're going to find out. Waterway or freeway, I'm having pretty good. So it'll be 80 kilometers per hour. And shift. That'll be great shift. It's doing 100 k's an hour pretty quick. 105 is the top speed. So now we're going to do a U-turn really quickly. And whilst we're at it, we have to quickly check out the headlights, which I have on. So let's just quickly check out the headlights before we move on. And is that engine animated? No, it's not. I'm crossing and checking for another consistent. Close that pedal. Now we're going to do a U-turn to test the wheelbase. So it is a 4-wheel bus. I'm in the Lions Coach original, which we're going to check in driving point 3. Point 2 is going to be the L. Is a 4-wheel bus. So let's see how we go. And we're in the middle. Anyway, now we're going to go technical laps, so we are starting doing flight laps and something in last episode, which was out a little bit earlier today. So we'll find out how this goes. But yeah, this is a very nice bus to drive, like, just economically. A very nice bus. It kicks down quite nicely if you need to kick down, like in this case we do, because this is a racetrack. So let's see how we go. Look, it seems right at red light, which is what I should do right now. So let's see how it goes. Okay, let's see how we go. And it's very quick machine. Like, it's not thinking at all, it just shifts like very quickly. Obviously there's no manual mode, unlike the Volvo 9900, which is a very rare sight. I've never probably ever going to use the manual mode. But yeah, so coming through here, we are driving 80, we're braking to 80. And yep, go through this corner, going to hammerhead, down the straight. RPM, okay, and over here, back onto the motorway, 100 kilometers per hour, we'll hit, brake at 100. Yeah, it's got very short gear. And a crocodile. Alright. Alright, there we go. So let's park this bus here. So we can end the review on it. So I need to go ahead and go. Just reverse a little bit. I'll just let it do it himself. Because it is a torque converter automatic. There we go. Actually, what we'll do. There we go. Press that button instead. Anyway, so let's start talking about the pros and cons of this bus before we shut it off. So the pros of this bus, it's very, very detailed. Meaning, like, it's probably one of the best buses out there, honestly. In terms of detail. The big creator, whoever it is, has done an immaculate job. That's the horns out, like, by the way. Just like the standing of my head. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, so that's yeah. Pro number 1, 2. Very nice to drive, and 3. Yeah, drives great. And there's also another 4th one. It has a tuned version as well. So if you want to drive the tuned version, that's up to you. We'll be doing that in the point 3 episode, was point 2 we're driving the standard automatic. Both of them will be automatic because the first guy I'm going to talk about, manual transmissions don't work with your 8 shifter. So unless you find a way to do it, you can't use them. So you have to actually use the buttons on your keyboard if you have set buttons on something else for gear 1, gear 2, gear 3, gear 4, gear 5. You'll have to use that instead. And second of all, the steering wheel's a little bit jaggedy, like the harsh edges. They could have softened the edges a little bit by doing some stuff in their modelling program to model it, but that's the model's fault, not the designer's fault, unless the designer actually modelled this. And number 3, very hard to find a number 3. What would be number 3? Oh wait, oh yeah, you can put this seat down too. There's still a clutch pedal in the automatic. That's probably going to be number 3. Because you're never going to be using the clutch in the automatic anyway. Because automatic doesn't have a clutch pedal. It has a clutch, but it doesn't have a clutch pedal. The clutch is body shift gear. So, yeah. So overall, this bus is an 8 out of 10. Do I recommend it? Hell yes. So if you haven't downloaded this bus, what are you doing? Download it in the link in the description below. It is a great bus, regardless of the flaws of like the quality of the model. It is a great bus. The actual creator has done a fantastic job of this bus. So tomorrow's video is of course obviously 2 once again, because I don't think Prime Melt is out yet. We are going to be looking at the final candidate to the coach bus season before we take them all out for a drive during the next week, which is the Lions. So the next 7 days. So the next week, so Monday will be the Lions Coach L, Tuesday would be the Volvo 9900, Wednesday would be the Marco Polo Scania V. No, not Marco Polo Volvo, not the Scania. I haven't looked at the Scania. Number 4 is the Caetano Engima Caetano Levante in a UK map. Then we have a look at what's the next one? The Scania Fletcher, I think, is going to be on Friday. Saturday we're going to be looking at the episode 6 1 doing a triple fat, and episode 7, and then we'll keep going, and then so on and so forth to the week after. So stay tuned for that. From now on, I'm going to end this video here. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure you hit the like button down below. If you're stopping by for the first time, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Take care, have a good one. Bye bye.